What's that word?
Hey guys, on today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we show you some never-before-seen footage from this season. Of course, you can earn some VC with 2K TV Interactive. And show off your 2K TV fake missions. Tune in now.
You notice I didn't even say that word. What's that word?
Hey guys, on today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we show you some never-before-seen
Welcome to live practice. This is
Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. Listen up. We're good, but we could be better on the defensive end. Set it up. All right, let's wrap it up. Feel free to hang around and take some shots. Don't forget, meet in the film room at noon.
Let's take them back.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll watch the Phoenix Suns in this one as they go up against the San Antonio Spurs. Checking out the Spurs, a win tonight would bring them to 3-0 on the young season. What a start that would be for them. They've looked awfully good in those first two wins. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave, financial responsibilities, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack-a-Shack was created was getting beat up too much. And I heard my main man Dick Vitale say if Shaq leaves, he'll be the #1 pick. So I didn't want to go back, get hurt, and possibly drop.
Yeah, because you could have been #2 if you stayed here, I'll tell you. But, this guy Freak, because if you would have played in that era with Freak, I don't know Shaq. This guy, he left school early, but he is something unique, different. But I thought bringing his skills to the NBA was big because that helps refine your game a little bit. He's ready. This guy was ready, Shaq.
I have an announcement. You know why he plays so well?
Why?
I'm his father.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. With that road trip behind them, the Suns ready to perform in front of their hometown fans here in Phoenix. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season. They were dominated last year, not a good matchup for them, going 1-3. Ginobili. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. On the court right now for the Spurs, Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Duncan is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. Len with the block, and Phoenix pushing it up now. Freak kicks it to Tucker. Now the feed tonight. Pass to Len. Dishes it to Freak. Shot from 12. Nice jump shot. Good. And this game is tied up now. And a new beginning here, if you will, for Freak. Changed the front of his jersey, and he's looking to have a fresh start with his new team.
And, that can be a bit of a whirlwind when you move from one team to another, Kevin. But Freak certainly has the talent to hopefully be able to work smoothly through it. He knows he's got to stay focused on the court, and he has shown the ability to do that.
Puts up a three. A rebound by the Spurs. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Stolen by Tucker. Now here's Freak, covered by Parker. Freak kicks to Lure. Over to the wing. Tucker, the pass to Freak. Feeds it to Len. Suns moving the ball around. And that one's good.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
San Antonio's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And the wide open shot from Green. Offline with his three. Suns have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And Tucker kicks tonight. Len with a screen on Leonard. Pass to Lure. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Suns shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
2 shots.
That free throw missing. David West, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Good on the second free throw. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
That doesn't go either for Green.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Phoenix no good that time either. San Antonio leading. Now here's Parker, coming off a solid outing against the Lakers. Drops it in from 11 feet. Parker's got 6 points. 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Freak. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. It's the Spurs leading by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And here's Freak on the importance of preparing for games.
In my opinion, of course, just in my opinion, you can never practice enough. You know, even though I've been playing ball my whole life, I'm always finding ways to improve, putting up jumpers, working on defensive schemes. Our coaching staff helps us practice all kinds of game situations so that when the time comes, we'll be prepared.
Clark, is there anyone that really doubts the importance of practice?
No, not at all. I mean, to get to any level of consistent performance, you've got to put the time in, and every player knows that. Some guys
Duncan, he's checked in for Spates. Aldridge comes in for West, and it's Kawhi Leonard in for Monogino. On the floor for San Antonio, the always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Duncan in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Leonard gets it to go.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
Knight with it. Leonard picks him up. Down low. It's stolen by Duncan. Knight against Parker. On the wing, Green. Rejected by Len. Knight against Aldridge. Kicks it to Lure. Pulls up on the wing. Cannot hit. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Knight against Parker. Knight dishes to Freak. And it's off from three-point range. Leonard attacking, and it's good on the assist by Parker. And 12 points for Leonard.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Knight against Leonard. A nice shot by Knight.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And the foul called on Brandon Knight. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
56 seconds left in the second quarter. Parker outside. The dish to Green. Duncan kicks to Green. Just 5 to shoot. Leonard, that's for 2. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Knight passes to Freak. He dishes it to Len. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And he gets the bucket. 7 points for Brandon Knight.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's Parker with the drive. Banked in off the glass. Parker's got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Spurs.
Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years, showing you that great vision and still getting it done. Nice pass.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
Okay, everybody, pay attention. We definitely got some...
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get...
So for Phoenix, their last game, a loss to the Warriors in Oakland.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
The Suns have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
At the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Passes it to Diaw. For the lead, Knight grabs the board.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Suns.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Right wing. West with a wide open look. San Antonio again missing. Suns leading by 3. And a wide open look for Freak. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Sessions has got 3 assists in the game. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Ginobili dishes to Duncan. Missed inside.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah, Greg, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. As a matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
The Suns have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And, you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for San Antonio. Parker comes in for Manu Ginobili. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. Parker kicks to Leonard. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Here's Parker.
They're completely untracked here. Actually, they're off the track. I'm not seeing the usual flow and movement from the offense from this team. And that's not like them. That's out of character. They got to get back to their free-flowing offense.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And he gets it to go.
My goodness. How about the degree of difficulty on that shot?
When you're hot, you're hot. And he is absolutely scorching.
That one goes. Count it. And that's 17 points for Leonard. 6 seconds left here in the third quarter. Knight into the lane. That misses. Would have come. And the final period of play just about to start. Here's Booker. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. A narrow win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, Kawhi Leonard. Kenny, your thoughts?
There's no question about it. As far as small forwards go, Kawhi Leonard is right up there with the best of them. You know if you leave him open, he's going to knock it down every.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a
DJ Khaled.
2K TV, we show you some never before from this season. Of course, you can earn some VC with 2K.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Phoenix Suns as they go up against the Utah Jazz. Well, for Utah, their first time playing these guys this season. A year ago, going 1-2. They'd like to improve on that this go-around. Already in this new year, we've seen several teams establish themselves as frontrunners. Shaq, how hard will it be for them to keep up the momentum?
Ernie, it's a long season. Injuries, trades, anything can happen. One more long.
For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a good outing against the Nuggets in Denver. And just a 2-point win there. They had to fight tooth and nail for it.
You're not always going to shoot it as well as they did from three-point range to win that game, but it's certainly...
Alex Lenz checked in for Chandler. Corey Jefferson comes in for Markieff Morris. Booker, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Freak subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Lyles checked in for Gobert. Trevor Booker comes in for Derek Favors. Alec Burks checked in for Hood. And Trey Burks subbed in for Dante Exum. And so in the game for the Jazz, Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Trevor Booker is out there with Lyles. And it's Burke in at the 1.
And it's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
There's a good screen. Here's Burks. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Burks has got his first points of the night. Knight passes to Booker. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. Knight on the wing. Six to shoot. No one near him. Rebound, Utah.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Hayward dishes to Burke. Now here's Burks. He's guarded by Knight. Burke kicks to Burks. Passes it to Lyles. And it's good. One through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And Phoenix making a change here. Sessions is checked in. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Suns?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Burke kicks to Burks. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Jefferson.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
The better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Now here's Booker. Defense right on him. And Free gets it to go on the assist by Booker.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Here's Sessions. Drops in the breakaway layup. Sessions has got his first basket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Burke. The shot no good. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. The Suns on top. They lead by 18. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team. Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And the Jazz with some changes. Jazz trail by 11. Freak in at shooting guard. Alex Len out there with Jefferson. Then there's Brandon Knight, and it's Booker in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. For Phoenix, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. And it's Freak missing. Utah's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Back to Jefferson. Utah with the rebound. Booker's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And now it's Knight running. He can go all the way. A nice shot by Booker.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
1:22 left here in the second. It's Knight with the drive. The feed to Freak. Out to the wing. Lets it go from deep. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Burks can't get it to go.
Man, he's just pulled a Harry Houdini in this quarter. He's completely disappeared.
Knight into the lane. Len passes to Jefferson. The rebound by the Jazz.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Morris is checked in for Jefferson. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Freak kicks to Len. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Knight wide open. Off target from 3-point range. Here is Hayward. Here's Burks. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Here's Knight. From deep three-point range, no good on the buzzer beater. And the first half is now in the books. Suns lead by 11. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Tyson, coming off.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Without question, Phoenix making some changes. Booker, he's checked in for Morris. Freak comes in for Brandon Knight, and Sessions subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. So on the floor for Utah. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Booker out there with Favors. Dishes it to Burks. Clock at 6. They set the pick for 3. Hayward, and it's good. Hayward's got it back down to single digits for the Jazz.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Favors with the screen on Sessions. Nato. Ramon Sessions with the steal. Suns leading by 7. He kicks it to Freak. He tries for 3. Phoenix no good that time either. All sorts of time, and there's another one for the Jazz.
Assist from Gordon Hayward.
Phoenix has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Now Sessions. He's got 6. Freak with it. Shot clock at 5. Burks with.
That's good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition.
The steal. And Hayward with a clear path to the hoop. And that one's good. Now just a 3-point Phoenix lead.
That is even better.
Tucker. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Tucker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Here's Burks, and that one's good.
They've raised their field goal percentage just above 50% here. They actually look like a totally different team than what we saw in the first half. Much better execution offensively.
And Sessions kicks to Chandler. At the elbow, it's Freak. Burks with the steal. And another fast break for Utah. Jazz running. Hammers it in after taking it to the floor.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
Yeah, they got hot, and I didn't think I'd be saying this a little while ago, but now this game's up for grabs.
Sessions dishes to Freak. To the paint. It's tipped and stolen by Favors. Here's Hayward. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going for your Suns dancers.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get. And here are the Jazz now. 11-point game. Freak in at 2-guard. Jefferson is out there with Booker, and it's Chandler, and it's Sessions in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke. Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands too.
12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here's Booker. Down low. Isles passes to Booker. Another miss by Utah. So the Suns win it. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Well, Brandon, certainly a nice...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan play. Eric Bledsoe. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before. But it never gets old. A textbook example of making play after play to lead the way.
In my opinion, his passing is what really drove them to this win. He did a fantastic job of spreading the ball around and keeping everyone involved in the offense. And he wound up with a nice number of assists to show for it.
They were riding a 2-game losing streak coming to this game and could not afford to drop 3 in a row. He rose to the occasion for them tonight. Big time.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have...
show off your 2K TV thanks submissions. Tune in now. Hey guys, on today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we show you some never-before-seen footage from this season. You can earn some DC and show off your 2K submissions. Tune in now.
And I can't. Quit, all I know is...
You notice I didn't say that word. What's that word?
Hey guys, on today's episode of NBA...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics going up against the Phoenix Suns. And guys, for the Suns, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And while we have a moment here, another discussion topic. Shaq, you are one of the most physical players the league has ever seen. Who would you say right now are the league's most physical players?
Sorry to correct you, Ernie. Not one of the most, the most. But anyway, Ernie, to
you're
answer your
not
question,
sorry to correct me. You take great pleasure in correcting.
And one of the most humblest.
Elbow sandwich, that's right. So let me go, Ernie. Let's see. Point guards, how about Russell Westbrook? Mm-hmm. Shooting guards, I'm going to go with maybe D. Wade or Lance Stevenson.
Okay.
And at the small...
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
Boys, nice night.
Celtics make a quick stop here in front of their Boston fans just one game before heading back out. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season. Suns leading by 6. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Jefferson setting the pick for Sessions. Feeds to Freak. There's the triple. Rebound Boston. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And were able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night. And you're not going to be able to win with a percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend it.
No style points earned for sure, Greg, in that game. But they did hit the big shots when they needed them. And oftentimes it's not what you do as much as when you do it.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Crowder with the steal. Manson passes to Johnson. Now here's Crowder. He's covered by Sessions. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first personal foul.
Boston shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
And both free throws good from Crowder. The Suns leading. Glenn, a screen. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Sessions. He's guarded closely. 4 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Suns missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Smart passes to Manson. Here's Olynyk. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And here's Sessions. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game to the inside. Here's Len. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Suns have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Neely's checked in for Boston. Both free throws good from Len. 46 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Smart. 14 points from him the last game against Orlando.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws. Len down low. Olynyk is covering. Good. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates. Celtics trail by 6. Now Smart. He dishes it to Olynyk. 1 second left. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Olynyk's got his first points of the game. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Suns lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number. And Amir Johnson re-signed in Toronto. He's been a big part of this team for years, and he talked about their great fan support in Toronto. A lot of fans south of the border in the U.S. are surprised when they learn how passionate, Clark, the fans in Toronto can be.
You know, Kevin, that's so true. I mean, when they get it going at the Air Canada Center, that place rocks. And it's great.
In for Avery Bradley. Alex Len's checked in for Phoenix. Freak comes in for Knight. Isaiah Thomas out there with Smart. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then it's Jared Sullinger. And it's Johnson in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Stolen by Smart. Outside Thomas. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Smart wide open. He fires. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Smart's got himself on the board with 3 there. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Some changes for Boston. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Sullinger. And it's Madsen in for Thomas. And then for Phoenix, Jefferson's checked in for Morris. Booker comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Sessions subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Now here's Smart. Johnson the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. And that one hits back iron.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
And Sessions kicks to Len. And a wide open look for Freak. Gets a very good look and converts.
Shooting lots more threes here in the second.
And given their percentages, I'm not sure that's a good idea. They've struggled to connect from the perimeter.
It's stolen by Jefferson. Kicks it to Freak. Crowder pulls it in. Celtics leading by 8. To the left side wing. Dishes to Olynyk. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Alex Len picks one up.
At the line for the Celtics, Kelly Olynyk will be at the line shooting 2.
And that one misses.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second. Getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Phoenix. And he sinks the second. Suns trail by 9. 1:02 left in the second quarter. And Sessions kicks to Freak. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
And the pass to Madsen. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now here's Smart. He's covered by Sessions. Just 3 to shoot. A baseline J. And he overshot that one, missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Here's Olynyk. And that's not going to go. That'll do it for the first half. Boston on top. They're up by 7. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. The second half just about to get going here.
Bradley really had a good quarter. He's got 8 points and also a block shot.
And so it's Boston with it. They've led by as much as 10. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Suns trail by 16. Outside Knight. Over to the left wing. The shot by Len, wide open. That's good. The assist that time from Knight.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Knight against Thomas. The feed now to Olynyk. Drills the three-pointer. Olynyk's got 6.
And you look at the story defensively in this game. I mean, they've gone backwards in the second half. A little too casual for me, and it's costing them. They're paying for it.
Freak dishes to Knight. Out to Morris. Puts it up from 15. No luck. And the Celtics going the other way now. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at BMO Harris Bradley Center in Milwaukee. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, and the other thing also is tonight they've been able to get to the free throw line consistently and also convert big points from the charity stripe.
Smart's checked in for Thomas. And a change for the Suns. Sessions is checked in. Celtics leading by 18. Smart with the ball. Passes it to Neely. The dish to Olynyk. Len with the block. Move it. And here's Freak. Pass to Booker. Len down low. He's against Olynyk. Len's shot is off. For the Phoenix Suns, they're coming off a good outing against the Utah Jazz.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Neely. And 1:01 left to play in the third. Sessions passes to Morris. Here's Sessions. Morris a screen. Now Sessions. Here's Len, and that one's good. Len's got 8 points.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Crowder with it. He's guarded by Booker. Madsen passes to Smart. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. It's hauled in by the Suns. Len's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now here's Sessions. Here's Freak. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Here's Madsen. And that's not going to go. And as we end the third quarter, and thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Boston making some changes. Amir Johnson's checked in for Zellinger, for Jay Crowder, and Smart subbed in for Avery Bradley.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Celtics.
Better shooting from the charity stripe was what made the difference, I think, Clark, in this one.
And I think it was a matter of concentration, Kevin. They really locked in from the line.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Thomas. there wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Johnson is out there with Tyler Zeller. Then there's Smart. Then it's Thomas. And it's Madsen in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. He feeds it to Thomas. Pass to Zeller. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. And the Celtics lead by 15.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
Shots good by Jefferson.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubt.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Isaiah Thomas. How'd you feel about his performance, Kenny?
He played his heart out tonight, guys. You could see the way he was constantly drawing contact and getting to the free throw line. All those free throws led to a lot of valuable points at the stripe.
This guy is explosive as any guard in the league, and he's got...
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal,